Hi everyone, it's Kristine Clemens from Keller Williams Inspire, and I am your Fox Valley real estate expert. Today I'm in downtown Batavia, where I am meeting with Abby at CatTalpa Manor. She has a gorgeous store full of rare and unusual plants, as well as quirky vintage wares. Let's go talk to Abby. Okay. Abby, thank you so much for having us at CatTalpa Manor. I love it here, it's beautiful. It has its own personality. It's very rare that I find a place that feels like a person, kind of, but your store does.
Thank you.
Tell us about it.
I appreciate that. I have 3 cats and 3 catalpa trees on my property, so I dubbed my house CatTalpa Manor. And really the reason why I did that is because I have a studio arts degree, so I kind of dipped around departments in college, and I like to do a little bit of everything. And then I've also always been a crazy cat lady and a crazy plant lady. So CatTalpa Manor, or CatTalpa Manor, kind of is a really good umbrella for all the different things that I do, and I'll be able to add in all those different arts that I do, and hopefully teach workshops on all those different art areas at some point as I progress in the shop.
That's wonderful, because here people will find mainly houseplants, rare houseplants, gifts, books, fresh flowers, like you said, workshops. Tell us, what else am I missing? You've got so many things going on here.
I really do. With fresh flowers, I've got a flower crown class happening this Friday. I have some stuff for kids. Like, there is a whole bunch of different seed starting things. So this is a microgreens little pop-up garden.
Yeah.
And I have tons of fun little projects like that to do with kids. I have a few art things. I'd like to eventually get more, but one of our artists on the wall is teaching a watercolor class, and she uses these pens for her brush lettering. And so these are available for purchase if you like the class and you want to continue brush lettering at home. I would like to continuously add things like that. I have tons of funky stickers and sage, Palo Santos, incense, a whole bunch of pots, and then vintage things. So I like to take old things and upcycle, but I also just like to find quirky vintage things like that bunny and cabbage that's
so
in there.
cute.
So pretty much in this back studio area is my personal collection, where I will cut and propagate some of them that'll eventually go on the floor for sale. So everything back here is for looks until it is out on the floor, but I'm always happy to talk to people about them. So I'm a huge philodendron collector. I love philodendron in general. And so a lot of these are philodendron family. I've got a Dark Lord up top. Dark Lord, yeah. That one is a red emerald. This guy is a hybrid, I believe, but they call it a philodendron Weeks Red.
Wow.
And it's got this cool red back to it.
Oh my gosh.
This is called a Mexicanum. It's got these cool ears kind of on it.
Yes.
Fun leaf shape. I would have to say my most expensive plant that I have in the shop, if I were to sell this guy. Now this one is my personal baby that I haven't been able to cut yet, but this is called an Alba Monstera. So a lot of people have the regular Monsteras with the fenestrations, and this guy has the white mixed in. So those go for quite a bit. And I do have some at home propagating. I have some other mamas and papas at home that are propagating, so I will eventually have a couple albos for sale this summer.
That's exciting.
Yes.
And the smaller houseplants, you have a whole section in the front of the store that have smaller guys, or even in your cases in the front, smaller, more rare, potentially, plants.
Yes. So some I propagate in-house, some I'm working with a couple different growers. Just because it's a big store and I can't fill it all.
Yeah.
And the hope is to eventually build a greenhouse on my property.
Ooh.
So that I can do more of my own propagating, but I want it to be pretty, so I think it's going to be quite a ways down the road.
Oh, well, if your store is any indication of what your greenhouse is going to look like, it's going to be gorgeous.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for taking time to talk with us today.
Thank you.
It's been a lot of fun.
Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it.
One last thing, how do people find you? Where are you online? Where are you on you're on Instagram?
I'm on Instagram mostly. I'm super active there. I do post to Facebook, but I kind of have trouble keeping up with it. Google Maps is a good way to find me because I'm a little hidden. I'm down a hallway. So if you Google Map where I'm at, you should be able to find me. I do have a sign on Wilson Street in downtown Batavia.
Okay.
So you can look for the cat's symbol on my logo.
Yes, and I think people are getting more familiar now with the Comedy Vault that took over the old bank.
Yes.
You're very close to that, and you're right between the house of 423. You actually have to walk through the entrance. You shared entrance.
Yes.
So that's where people can find you.
Yes.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks everyone for joining us for another episode of Know Your Neighbors of the Fox Valley. I hope you enjoyed getting to know Abbey here at CatTalpa Manor. She's in downtown Batavia. Please do come give her a visit. And if you know of another business that you would like for me to stop by, please put it in the comments below. Otherwise, we will see you next time for another episode of Know Your Neighbors of the Fox Valley.